Hi friends, it's Miss Jennifer from Central. Welcome back for another DIY sensory. This week we are going back into our sensory bins for a bit of a messier sensory. This one is one of the few really messy sensories that I like, but that's probably because when you get done with it, the whole room smells really nice. So for our sensory bins, we are going to use shaving cream. And this is such a fun one. Like I said, very messy, but it's usually the kids really enjoy the texture, so they really get into it. And for this, I have, like I showed you, my bin, shaving cream, some food coloring, and you can use liquid watercolor or food coloring, whatever you have. And my tools. So my tools for this week are a spoon, a potato masher because I had one, and measuring cups. So it's a little different than my usual sensory bin tools, only because with the shaving cream, it just works a little better not to use like the tongs and the brush. I find that this is a sensory that is best shown by demonstration. So I have a clip for you of my son and I getting the shaving cream ready and checking it out a bit. Just a little word before I show you that. One thing I like to do is remind kids as they start to get into it that shaving cream is not for eating. I've had kids try it once or twice before. They don't usually try it a second time because it tastes so gross. But just one thing I always like to remind them before they get started, and that it's okay to get messy while they're doing this because that's kind of the point of this sensory. So enjoy. Okay, so for this, I'm just lining the bottom of my sensory bin with shaving cream. And then I put my tools in. I have a spoon, a potato masher, and some measuring cups. And the food coloring I like to use to add just a dash of color. And you don't have to go crazy with the food coloring drops. A little bit goes a long way in the shaving cream. And with the food coloring, I usually like to mix it in first with tools, and this is just personal preference. I mix it in first with the tools and then go in with the hands because when the food coloring is still really saturated, it can dye the skin a little bit. And it takes a few washes to get food coloring off of skin. But this is really fun. If you take a peek in, you can see it's kind of tie-dyed right now. And we can do multiple colors, really whatever you want. And for today, we did our sensory bin inside, but you can do it outside if the weather is nice. That's really, that's a lot of fun because it does have a tendency to get everywhere. Or another really fun option is to do it in the bathtub during bath time. And that can be a lot of fun because they can draw on the walls, they can mix it in the water, and it just adds a lot of, different options to bath time and to sensory time. Another fun thing that you can do with the shaving cream is put ice cubes in here, and they can move the ice cubes around as they start to melt and it mixes with the shaving cream. It's kind of fun. So that's it. That's the shaving cream sensory.
I'm gonna do this with my tools.
Okay. As you can see, everybody gets a bit different creative flow with this one. My son does not care to get too messy, so he tends to stick to the tools. But you can do really whatever you want, and it's a fun texture to feel, so I do encourage to at least try it out, if nothing else. But that is our sensory for today. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and enjoy. Bye, friends.